Good Sunday, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. This is Dr. Robinson coming to you live from my home office, figuratively and literally. I took some of the things back so it doesn't look like it's a junk pile. I want to first of all say thank you again to all of you who have stuck it out thus far and submitted to me your various assignments. I know this is a very interesting week, touch and go, because we're all getting the work done for the first time, and people are like, okay, can I make it? Can I get it in? Can I get it in? I want to again apologize off the top for any type of technical snafus that we may have had. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself, but as soon as I do, you'll be the third to know because I'm going to be the second, and whoever figured out is going to be the first. So I want to go ahead and let you know that we are making sure this is all a work in progress, a journey we're all taking together as we're doing this in an online class modality, delivery type of way, as well as we're doing this in my regular class, and we're really augmenting the class through a lot of social media, as well as a lot of just internet-based technology. So please bear with us as we are working to get these problems resolved as best as possible. Um, I want to also bring a matter to everyone's attention or two. I talked briefly about this issue before about my time that I'm available for you. And I want to make sure that you understand how and why I've taken that level or approach. I don't want you to think that I'm being mean, spiteful, or being a quote hard ass. I don't want to do that at all. In fact, what I want you guys to understand is that your time, I'm sure, is exceptionally invaluable to you. I know that you don't want Dr. Robinson coming to your house, coming to you when you are on date night, coming to you when you are, let's say, changing your baby's diapers and saying, I have some homework that I want to go over with you. I don't think that you want to do that. And so I want to also, again, stress to you that I have off time, like every one of you. I received a text message, one or two, from students this morning as I was out getting my buff on, if you want to call it that. And it was so funny because I heard my phone go off and it was a text message from a student. And again, I want to stress to all of you that I have not made the cognizant decision or the affirmed decision that I will accept text messages from you. And again, in that same note, please remember that I'm available to you as much as I can be, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And on Sunday or weekend hours as I choose or as the email volume projects itself to be. There will be times that I may not be available to you, and I'll make that noted well in advance. For example, let's say I have to go out of town. I won't be able to take so many messages, and I'll send that out to you in advance. So I just want to get that out to you right away. Another piece of important information too I've noted, or noticed rather, is that excuse me, when we're dealing with this electronic communication, it's very important to me that we maintain basic rules of civility. I don't know if you are cognizant of what or understanding what I'm trying to say, so I'll be as blunt as I can. Please, if you're going to send me a message, give me a salutation first. I think that's just more courteous. It's what's accepted. It's what's done in the business world, as opposed to saying Dr. Robinson or Mr. Robinson or whatever. No, if I see you in an email such as that nature, I will simply not respond to that because I think part of the flow of how this class operates, we're not just talking primarily about speech communications, we're also talking about how you communicate in a nonverbal capacity. So please, by all means, take advantage of the politics of diplomacy. They will get you extremely far. Now, let's move on to the video posts that I've seen thus far. Again, I want to thank you so much for what you've done with those. I know it took a lot of time and effort to get them out and ready. But one thing I've noticed is that quite a few of you have taken the liberty to write down your responses and then read them. I want to say this in a loving way, a loving way. I am not questioning your ability to read. That is not what I'm going to do. That's not what I'm here to do. What I am trying to do is to get you to look at the material, ingest it, and as you ingest that material, you then need to summarize it in your own mind. What does it all mean? How do you make the connections to it? Thus far, this is what I have seen people do. We're going to pretend that this is your work. Okay? And this is what I've seen people do. Look down, and read. and I've given you a 0 on the strip. Now, I'm not doing that to be mean or spiteful. What I am doing that is a means as giving you a quick and early wake-up call. Now, the zeros are not permanent. They are there for a period of 48 hours unless you elect to make them permanent. So what I'm saying to you is that please get the work into me, but give it into me the way that I know that you can. When you try to read it verbatim to me, it tells me one of two things. One, that you took the assignment very lightly, or two, that you didn't read the material. And so that's, again, a key component of the reason why I have you doing the actual read, or not the read, but doing the synopsis, and then having your classmates challenge you on what you've read. I think that's important. It also, one, serves as a means of making sure you're reading the material and you understand the material. I really want to say thank you to one student in particular, or actually 2 or 3, who are able to take the material and apply it to what they have experienced already in their daily, everyday life or in their professional life. That is what I want you to do. I want you to really think about what the writers are saying in the book and then apply that to what you are doing, or apply that to questions that you may have on other presentations. Please do not look at this as strictly a class requirement. If you do, you are going to cheat yourself out of a primal opportunity for professional development and for lifelong learning. I know it sounds like a bunch of hogwash, and yes, I'm amazed that I could say that myself, but the truth of the matter is yes, I want you to take the skills that you learn in this class, the skills that you learn as far as social media, the skills that you learn as far as what is text language, and can you really apply text language, let's say, in a real environment where people actually depend upon sentences? Or would you be willing to say the things you would say in a social media environment like a Twitter world, and would you be willing to say that to someone face to face? Would you know the difference between intrapersonal and interpersonal, intracultural communications, and bias, and gender bias, and audience reception? These are all key things that we're going to go over the course of the semester, but it can only happen if you really apply yourself to the reading. So again, I want to just make sure I stress those points to you as we're moving on with the semester. Please remember, I'm looking for your work no later than 5 o'clock today. If you have submitted the work to me via email, I will accept it this one time only. One time only. Never again. You will have to respond to the actual places that are available to you, and I will take the hit on that this time. But this is the only time that I will allow that to happen. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me an email. I will do my best to respond back to you. And I will also make another post in regards to our Google Hangout Bootcamp. We'll get that started this week. Looking forward to seeing more of your work, and good luck. Be well.